Good morning. Mackenzie Johnston with Tri-State Livestock News, bringing you your Wednesday morning headlines concerning fair cattle markets. Sponsored by Sandhills Beef Company. Freedom is a choice, and you have the choice to buy from an American rancher. America First. Jacob says stay tuned for americafirst.business. Until then, head on over to their website, sandhillsbeefco.com, to learn about everything Sandhills Beef Company has to offer. Also sponsored by RCAF USA, fighting for the independent American cattle rancher. If that fight is important to you, please consider supporting the RCAF rollover auction fundraiser that was hosted yesterday at Atkinson Livestock Market in Atkinson, Nebraska. For more on this and how you can support that rollover auction, head on over to RCAF's Facebook page. According to Town Hall, rural America needs to prepare itself for Biden's newly proposed tax. When President Biden chose South Bend, Indiana Mayor Pete Buttigieg as Transportation Secretary, many questioned the president's choice. But soon after, it was clear that Biden chose Buttigieg for his idea that America should move away from the gas tax and instead opt into a tax based on the number of miles a person travels. As of today, the federal gas tax is 18.4 cents per gallon and 24.4 cents per gallon for diesel. According to Buttigieg, the gas tax has not increased since 1993, and it has never followed inflation, which is one of the reasons why there are more funds going out of the Highway Trust Fund than coming in. He believes that as America moves more towards electric cars, the gas tax won't be effective anymore. To remedy this, Buttigieg wants to consider taxing Americans on the number of miles they drive. If the Biden administration does move forward with this idea, rural America would be overwhelmingly affected in a negative way. This tax proposal is just one of the many reasons why the deepened divide between the urban and rural populations continues to grow. Market Screener has reported that the Biden administration has put the brakes on faster meat plants. President Biden has wasted no time overturning various Trump-era policies, and his most recent move is one that will impact the chicken industry. Earlier this week, the USDA withdrew a proposed rule that would have allowed meat packers the ability to process up to 175 birds per minute, instead of the current ceiling of 140 birds per minute. According to Food and Water Watch, the withdrawal will protect food safety and workers' health. The National Chicken Council hopes that Biden's USDA will eventually allow the chain speeds to increase. Meeting Place has reported that Canadian researchers say they have the meatiest meat around when it comes to cultivated meat. Researchers at McMaster University School of Biomedical Engineering in Hamilton, Ontario, have discovered a new technique for creating cultivated meat that they claim will provide more natural flavor and texture compared to other alternative meat options. For this new technique, researchers stacked sheets of cultivated fat and of cultivated muscle and fat grown together in a lab to be about the thickness of printed paper. Before the cells die, the sheets bond naturally together so they can be combined into any level of thickness. According to researcher Ravi Selvaganpathy, this new stacking method will allow cultivated meat to mimic any level of fat content and marbling. So essentially, consumers will have the opportunity to buy meat with whatever fat percentage they desire, he stated. So far, the project has used mouse and rabbit meat, but researchers believe that the stacking technique would work well with beef, pork, or chicken. National Beef Wire has reported that in 2020, the world produced 60.28 million metric tons of beef, down 1.36 million metric tons compared to 2019. Notable beef production by country in 2020. So in Australia, they produced 2.115 million metric tons of beef in 2020, down 317,000 metric tons from 2019. The U.S. produced 12.38 million metric tons of beef in 2020, down 3,000 metric tons compared to 2019. Brazil produced Brazil produced 10.1 million metric tons in 2020, down 100,000 metric tons from 2019. National Beef Wire also reported yesterday that boxed beef continues to climb. Choice box beef ended yesterday at $229.06. That was up $2.33. Select box beef ended the day at $217.33, and that was up $1.12. That is all I have for you guys this morning. I hope you all have a wonderful Wednesday. Stay warm, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning.